Welcome to a new tutorial, guys. Write down your thoughts about school on distance to have a chance to be featured in the next video. Welcome to the tutorial. This is take 2 because there was no audio on, or the microphone was not selected. I do love NVIDIA recording. Okay, so for the game we will do piano tiles from the Microsoft Store. A lot of these has ads, so I found one without ads, which is this one. White tiles for piano 2. Some goofy shit, but download that and click on play. When you have downloaded it and so on, stretch it so it's as thin as possible. This will make it easier and it looks better as well. Okay, if we go into the second page and go to sprint, we can check out how it works. So you click on the tiles and we get points. Okay, so if we would create a bot, we would check all of these coordinates on the screen for the color. If they are this color black, we can know if there's a tile there, and if it's white, there is no tile. And I do recommend to get out to it with the window tool, because you can just use this finder tool to check the colors, check the coordinates, everything easily. Okay, let's open Visual Studio. And I will do Windows Forms app. Let's call it Pino. Yeah. My computer is slow. Yikes. Alright. We will not do anything to the design. Double click on the form to get the load function. And okay, we will not use any references or NuGet packages. We will just use the Windows API. And to get that, we will have to add some DLL imports. And because I don't want this video to be 40 minutes, I will just copy and paste all these functions and pools and so on. Let's maximize that. Alright, I will provide a link in the description if you also want to copy and paste. Come on, there we go, sure. And that should remove the error. Yeah, there we go. So it's use system runtime interrupt services. Okay, so we have get window rectangle, we have mouse event for click, we have find window, remove that, we have find window by caption to get this process, and we have set cursor position. We also have get async key state, which is used for hotkeys. Okay, we also have a struct for direct we will be using when storing the values from the window. Okay, we also need some variables to store the piano tiles location. Okay, so it will be int x and int y, and bool on equals false. This will be to determine if the bot should be on or off. We also want to add some stuff for the mouse event. So the left bottom down and up. There we go. We also need to add a point. Point position equals new point. There we go. And all right. First of all, we will create the click function. So we're done with that, and we'll call it void click. And to perform a click with mouse events, we will have to do two separate mouse events, one for mouse down and one for mouse up. So left down and then 0, 0, 0. These are just some parameters which we will not use, so just enter 0 in them. Okay, so when we call this function, it will perform a click. Easy enough. Now we will create the grab pixel function, which grabs the color or a color of a certain pixel on the screen. So it will create a bitmap with one pixel in it and grab the color. So int gp for grab pixel, int x, int y for the coordinates. We'll make we will take the point that we created earlier, equals x, and position y equals y. Point, my bad. Okay, using our bitmap. Oh, you'll have to excuse me, they're a bit loud upstairs. Alright, equals new bitmap 11 and using our graphics equals graphics dot from image and then bitmap. All right. Graphics dot copy from screen. And then we take the graphic from that individual pixel that we set, which is the position or position point, and a new point, and then a new size, which is 1 by 1 pixel. All right, so when we have the graphics, we can create a color with that pixel. So get pixel and then 0, 0. I'm sorry if this goes a bit fast, but otherwise the video will be up to 37 minutes. Now, I didn't find a good way to transform color to integer, so I transformed it to a string hexadecimal and then to an integer. If you have a better way, please let me know in the comments. I didn't find anything on the web. And we do .r to string x2, and we can just, oh never mind, it's not, plus, copy that, we do G and paste again, and we do B. Alright, and plus B, so we have the whole RGB color into a hexadecimal string. And when we have a hexadecimal string, we can do system.globalization.numberstyles .hex number to transform it to an integer. Alright. Now when we have the grab pixel function, we can move on to the whole bot. So we'll call it auto tile, and we'll create a variable window, and we'll have to find the window of this game, and to do that we use find window by caption int ptr dot 0, and now we have to add a string with the window name. So we use, this is where the finder tool is really helpful, because you can just drag on the finder tool and copy the title. So now we have, or we can find a window. We will create a new rectangle, call it rect equals new. So if don't really need that. Oh yeah, we do. So if hwin equals in ptr.0, which is if it doesn't find it, we'll call a message box just to let us know didn't find the window. Okay, so now get window rect to get the position of the window. And when you do ref or ct, it will store it in our created rectangle. So x equals to rc dot left. These are the left and the bottom coordinates, which we can use to calculate where the tiles are. So now we have the coordinates, we can do the while loop. So this will be the loop which makes the bot work, and when you have a while true loop, it will run forever. And because we don't want to burn the CPU, we'll add using system.threading to slow it down a bit, so we wait some milliseconds before we do each loop. So we'll wait 2 milliseconds. And inside that while true loop, we will do while on our boolean equals to true. So if we have set the boolean to true, which we can do with hotkeys, it will run the bot. Alright. To get each tile without having to get all of the coordinates, we can just do a for loop. Easy enough. So I equals to 0, I is less than 4, I plus plus. So this will loop between the 4 tiles. Now we will have to get the color of each tile and then determine if there's a tile there or not. To do that, we will use our grab pixel function, grab pixel, and then we'll have to calculate the offset from the left, which the tile is. So for example, this is 50 centimeters to the right, and this is 180, this is 200, and so on. To do that, we can just calculate the difference between 2 of these and the difference between the left and the first one. Or just take the difference between these 2 and divide it by 2. So first of all, we'll have to get the left, which you do by dragging that finder tool to the left, and we'll add a notepad just to write these down. So 707 is the left position. We drag it onto one of these lines, and we get another position. So paste that, and we have the difference between this and that. So now just open the calculator, do 800 minus divided by 2, and we get how far apart it's from the first one in the middle. So what was it? We said 63 plus 63, and between each one it's 126. So we do plus y, or I, my bad, not y, times 126. All right. So if it's the first one, for example, in the loop, it will do x, this, plus 63, it will look here, and plus I times 126, and because it's the first one, it will be 0, so it will search directly here, and then the one search here, and so on. Now for the Y position, we'll just have to get a single position. So I'm gonna just pick it here. It have to be somewhere in the tile, however. So first of all, we take the bottom, take the Y position, and we take wherever we want to search. Can be here. And now we do the calculator. And we get 439. So y minus 439. We do minus because when we go up on a screen in coordinates, it's minus because it goes from 0, 0 to the max width and height of your screen. So it's a reverse coordinate system when you do on the screen. All right. Now when we have that, we have the color of this pixel. We can check if it's the color black. So if color equals to 0x0, which you can get, I know it from before, but if you see here, when we drag the finder tool on white, it's 0f, and when we drag it on the black, it's 0, 0. So we can just copy it out. Now, my bad, equals. There we go. So if the color is black, and which means there's a tile there, we set the cursor position to x plus 63 plus I times 26. And now the Y position, you can just pick something a bit smaller than this because we set it pretty high up, so somewhere like here, which we can see the difference is about 200 pixels, so minus 239. So it will check here and it will put the mouse cursor here if it finds a tile there. Alright. Oh, I almost forgot, we need to do a click. There we go. Now we're done with the bot loop. Now we need to add some hotkeys to make it work. Void hotkeys. There we go. While true, if get async key state keys dot. Now you can choose whatever key you want, but use the keyboard keys and not the mouse keys because it doesn't work for some reason on mouse buttons. And if it's true, so this is my on button on P, and we can do else if. Now I will use O, and it will turn it off. Okay, so P for turn on and O for turn off. Now we'll have to create these threads. So outer tile thread outer tile equals new thread, and we'll have to pass in the function which is outer tile. It will be running in the background. So yes, background equals to true. Now we copy that, change that to hotkeys. We pass the function hotkeys there, and it's also in the background. Now, AT can start, and hotkeys can start. All right. Let's hope this works. No errors so far. Let's. Beautiful. It takes a bit processing power. You can change this by adding some thread.sleeps. And it should work as fine as well, but with less computer power. Let's test this on the arcade. This isn't the best one by any chance. It works though, it's fun to make. And you can get over 2000 points with this in some particular times. But it do break sometimes. I don't know why really. Might be too slow, might be, I don't know. But if you're having problems, if you need my help, hit me up in the comments. Also let me know how many points you get with this bot. I will see you in another video. I'm gonna just let this play. go that far. Alright, see you guys.